guys, welcome back to my channel at Sabinan Mutfa. Today we are going to be making a delicious recipe. Please do subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. I do have an Instagram page at Turkish_dishes_. My recipes will be also posted up on there. Today we are making delicious manti. My mother-in-law gave me this delicious recipe. This is all from her. I was also taught the same day I would make this delicious recipe. The ingredients will be listed right here on the screen. I made it slow as possible. The filling is all optional, up to you. I did both fillings. I did potato filling and ground beef filling. People also do cheese filling. Never really did cheese filling, but it's all up to you on what kind of filling you want to do. But I am excited to make this delicious, amazing recipe with you guys. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get started. To start off our recipe, we have 4 to 5 bowls of flour, and we are going to add our egg and salt as well into the bowl. We're going to add warm water as we mix through the dough, and we're just going to start from the very front and then just knead on ahead to the end, as you can see shown in the video right here. Just keep on kneading with one hand. We will go in with 2 hands later on throughout the video to make it much easier through the process. So as you can see, just knead on over and over. Now our kneading process is going to get more tough because we just want all the flour and all the dough mixed and incorporated together. Make sure your edges are very clean. Don't leave any dough behind. And just keep kneading the dough over and over and over with one hand. And once your hand gets tired, it's perfectly okay to go with 2 hands. It's all preferably up to you on how you want to go with the dough, but we go with 2 hands, and we're just going to knead the dough over and under, and make sure the dough is very soft. Make sure it's not as well too wet, but also not too dry. Make sure your dough is soft as like your earlobe. Clean your hands. Once with clean hands, you can also go back to kneading your dough. Better with clean hands, kneading the dough. Make sure the dough isn't as sticky to the hand, like it's sticky, but don't make it too sticky to the hand. Clean your edges, clean the bottom of the dough. Make sure the container is spotless clean, no dough or any flour left behind. Once we're done kneading our dough, we're going to put it in a cute little circle and put a cap on it and put it in a really warm surface with a cloth over it. Next up, we have our oil and our onion on top of our stove, and we're just going to make sure this turns like a nice caramely brown, and just keep mixing so it does not burn. This is our potato mix with our onions already finished. See, just potatoes and onions. You can do your seasoning of salt and pepper if you want. It is all up to you. This is just the potatoes all chopped up, minced, and our onions chopped up as well with a little bit of oil. This is how we want our onions to turn out. Caramely, crispy brown. This is when you know that you're done. Now we have our beef stock with our onions, and we're adding more onions to the potatoes because it was too much for the beef. We're going to add our salt. Like a handful, not too much really. Now we're adding our pepper. You know that feeling when you're like, okay, this is good enough, just eye it? Basically just eye it, but if I were you, I would do like 2 to 3 spoons of salt and pepper. Don't want to do too much or too little. Now we're just going to mix these babies really well and make sure they're incorporated well. So we mix all the salt and pepper and the fillings and everything well together. We're next up to the beef. Mix the beef well. I added some potatoes into the beef as well, and onions. Make a little mixture. We want to do something new today. Alright, it's time to roll the dough. We're going to put our dough into nice circular shapes and let them rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes more. Get your rolling pin because it is time to roll our dough. This is the best part of making this delicious recipe, is we're going to roll our dough into a perfect circular shape. Make sure your dough is not like uneven. You want it even as possible into a nice circular shape. And my mother-in-law will be showing you the easiest and the most best way to make sure your dough is very circular and even. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit because it is a long process, but as you can see, she's getting it from the edge to another edge to make the shape perfectly even. See, she's letting the dough out, getting it from one edge that you can see that is uneven. You take this side that is uneven and then you roll it. You take from the other side that you see that is uneven after rolling it and you just roll it all over again. I've shown in the video. And it's gonna grow more and more after you add more flour on top. Make sure you don't add too much flour, but if the dough is sticking to your rolling pin, that is when you know you should add a bit more flour on your dough. As you can see, this is a perfect circular shape, and it is now time to slice our dough. We're going to make it easy and just get one of those dough slicers. You can do it with your knife if you prefer. We just have something fast and easy to do with our supply today. Just a dough slicer. You go once and twice, and that's really it. Slices it and gets the job done. We're going to start off with our very last only filling of beef, the potato and onion filling. We're just going to put it all over the dough in square shapes. As you can see, we filled all the square shapes with our filling. Now when it's time to close our dough into a nice pretty shape, as you can see, this shape is very easy. You get one end from the other, and then you're going to get the edges of the dough and just pinch it together. You get both ends of the dough, pinch it, get the other end of the dough, pinch it, and then once you pinch both ends of the dough, you're going to get these square shapes of the end of the dough and pinch those together as well, shown in the video. I might be explaining it a little difficult, but the video is going to be very helpful. We're going to oil our steaming pans. You do need one of these to make this delicious recipe. Oil the pan so it does not stick to the dough. The dough will stick easily if you do not oil your pans. It will be difficult to get your delicious Manti out of the pan. This is like a steaming pot, to be honest with you guys. It's very difficult to explain where and how we found it, but my mother-in-law knows more of the information of that. But this is like one of those steaming pots where you steam your food and it cooks by just steaming, and you fill water on the bottom of it, and then you just basically put it on top of the stove for at least 45 minutes, and it's gonna cook by steam. You're gonna steam cook this baby. If you find another way to steam cook this, go for it. I don't really know what other way there is other than this way, but we call it a Manti in Turkish ways. But now we're going on to our next filling. Other than that, we're doing our potato filling up next. 45 minutes or so later, we're going to close the lid and let that beauty cook. That's our hana. But underneath is our delicious Manti that is finished and ready to be flattered. And there's our delicious food. Let's not forget the cherry on the top, or should I say the onions and the tomato paste and the oil. We did something new today. We did onions, tomato paste, and oil to see how it tastes. It tastes amazing, but you can also go simple and just do onions with oil and like try to get your onions a little crisply red brown. But we did something new. This looks delicious and colorful, to be honest with you guys. You should totally try it. Something new is always the best. Trust me. You can have a side of yogurt on the side as well. It goes delicious, cool down with a hot, warm Manti. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It's very delicious. Of course, mother's recipe is always the best, they say. Take a bite, take a slice, and you enjoy. What's your favorite? I like the one with the meat is my favorite. Thank you for watching my channel at Sabidan Mutfak. I appreciate all your support and your comments and your love. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and share this video. I would appreciate all the love once again. Please do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I also post delicious recipes there at Turkish_dishes_. You guys have a lovely, safe day. Bye!